Cyclone Nora has formed off the top end of Australia at 7 AM Australian Central Standard Time this morning. On March 23rd, it's got winds of 50 miles an hour, 80 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 992 millibars. Warnings are in effect, and the storm's at 9.7 degrees south, 136.3 east. And this could be the next big thing for Australia after Marcus has now cleared the area, of course. Taking a look at the forecast, it's in the central part of the country there. You can see it entering the Gulf of Carpentaria and could intensify significantly over there before stalling along the coast potentially and then maybe moving inland. Still not particularly clear with the models, particularly with that stalling there, which is something of significant note. But what we do believe will happen is that the storm will accelerate into the Gulf and will intensify significantly before beginning to weaken as it approaches the southern coast. Right now it's 168 miles from Galiwinku and it's a stage 2 on the CDPS scale, almost a stage 3. Cyclone warning for Elcho Island to Cape Shield and all points in between, and for Cape Keerweer to Thursday Island all along the western coast of the Gulf of Carpentaria, with the watch zone extending all the way to the Queensland Northern Territory border. Chance of storm conditions along all of the Gulf of Carpentaria coastline there is above half pretty much, so everywhere along that area should be watching out for this storm, which will probably deliver tropical storm force winds to most of, if not all of those coastal communities as we enter the weekend and into early next week, particularly further south. Still not quite sure what's going to happen in the later stages of that forecast, but it looks like it will move inland eventually and dissipate. But the timing we don't really know. The sea surface temperatures though are very warm right now, 29 or 30 degrees Celsius, which is certainly enough fuel for significant intensification, which we'll be watching out for. Right now it's under a very low wind shear environment, as you can see, and is still decreasing. Wind shear will increase the further south the storm gets. So whilst it stays further north, the storm has a real good chance of intensifying. So in real terms, this is what it's looking like right now on the satellite imagery. First of all, that's not an eye on the image, but that is the center of the storm. An eye needs an eye wall, and I don't think there's one there yet, but this storm is intensifying significantly, already up to 50 miles an hour we believe. And you can see its movement towards the east, or maybe east-southeast, expected to curve further towards the southeast later today, and then towards the south into the Gulf of Carpentaria, and could deliver tropical storm force winds and heavy rainfall to those areas of the Northern Territory, particularly the areas in the warning zone. That's all for now, more soon. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com and its tracker. And you can also find us on YouTube, search Force 13 all in text, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also like our page on Facebook, and you can follow us on Twitter as well, @Force13 is the handle. You can also add our Skype account and my personal account on Discord, search Fool13, add extension 9094 for tropical weather chat, and check out our regional channel Force 13 Australia and Oceania for more weather news and information on this storm.